the another class, another component, that is chlorophyll. Students, each organism is made up of cells, that we know. Cells are building block of any living organism that we know. Similarly, plants is also a living organism, and it are made up of numerous small cells. You can see the microscopic view of the plant cells, the small cells. These are the small cells, plant cells. Okay, if we look inside this plant cells, we will find that there are different organelles. Not only this inside the plant cell, but also in the animal cell, there will be a organelles. These different organelles have their different functions. Okay, like for example, if we have mitochondria, which is the organelle that is generating energy for a particular cell. Okay, which is the powerhouse of the cell. Similarly, we have Golgi apparatus, we have a nuclei, lysosome, and so on. Nuclei and lysosome, and so on. An important organelle for us here is that, for this lecture, is chloroplast. We have to understand that chlorophyll. For that, we need to understand what is chloroplast. To understand this, chloroplast is basically a double membrane structure. It's a cell organelle first of all, and double membrane structure. And inside this chloroplast, we have this oval structure that is known as thylakoids. Thylakoids. Okay. These inside these thylakoids, we have chlorophyll. Okay. Chlorophyll basically is pigment, which helps present inside the thylakoid of the chloroplast. Clear? You should know that the placement. You should know where the chlorophyll is present in the plant cell. It's present in the thylakoid of the chloroplast. Now, stake of the thylakoids is known as grana. Okay, grana. And this area, this place between the thylakoids, is known as stroma. The basic structure of the cell organelle known as chlorophyll, which is present inside the thylakoid of the chloroplast, which is imparting green color to the plant. Due to this pigment, plant appears green in color. Okay, uh, this is a pigment showing green color to the imparting green color to us for the plant. But there are few other plants of different colors as well. So how these colors are imparted? So that is again due to pigments that is present in different kind of pigments that is present inside the different plants. If we talk about these pigments, carotenoid is the pigment, that pigment which is imparting uh, yellow to orange color to the plant. For example, carrot. You might have seen carrot that is orange in color. That is due to the presence of carotenoid pigment. Similarly, for red and blue color, phyco phycobilins is the phycobilins is the pigment that is imparting blue and red color. These different colors is due to combination of these pigments. Usually, chlorophyll is a major pigment present as plants are usually green in color, appearing green in color. Major pigment that is present in all plant is chlorophyll. Now, why we are discussing this chlorophyll in this detail, in this much detail, is that this is the pigment which is capturing the sunlight. I have told you that plant capture the sunlight of visible rays, that is 400 to 700 nanometer. But how do the plant capture the sunlight? Due to the presence of this pigment chlorophyll. This pigment helps in capturing the sunlight so that photosynthesis is take place. This process of photosynthesis can initiate with the help of this chlorophyll in photosynthesis. Okay, you should remember this thing, that chlorophyll is the pigment that is capturing the sunlight. Okay, now let us understand that how this process of photosynthesis is actually happening in the inside the plant with all this component, be it a chlorophyll, sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide. Now let us understand the mechanisms of photosynthesis, CO2 fixation. Till now we have discussed different components that are required for the photosynthesis process. Now we will see the mechanism. So students, this is a plant cell, and you can divide this plant cell into two parts. There are two phases in which the photosynthesis is happening. First is light reaction. Basically it is called a light reaction, and as it is happening in the presence of sunlight. Okay, and another part of the reaction is known as dark light independent or dark reaction. Light independent or dark reaction, it is happening in the dark or night time. It is not dependent on sunlight, is not giving the name. Light independent reaction or has dark reaction. In very first phase of light reaction, sunlight is being captured by chlorophyll that is present inside the thylakoid of the this sunlight. Light independent reaction or dark reaction. So in very first phase of light reaction, sunlight is being captured by the chlorophyll that is present inside the thylakoid of the chloroplast that we have just discussed, and water that is absorbed by the plant get broken down into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, this water gets broken down into hydrogen and oxygen, and with that there are two things that happening inside the cell, that is in NADP